Hey everybody. So one of the things I really like about having these Bluetooth earbuds, the Shure SE425 with this cable, is that I don't have to worry about copyright strikes when listening to music. And I kind of miss listening to music while streaming. So it's kind of nice to be able to do that again. Anyway, so the topic of today's stream is going to be the GoPro Hero 7. So today I'd like to show you what it's like, the real-world actual user experience, not some instruction manual or some sponsored paid review video, of what it is like to use the GoPro Hero 7 for live streaming and what it's like to connect it to a cellular phone. So let me just, or a smartphone I should say. Cellular sounds cooler. Like Mobb Deep in that 1995 or 1996 album they did. Looking to push a Lexus plus a cellular. Back when like having a Lexus and having a cell phone were both equal signs of status. Alright, so today I'd like to introduce you to what it is like to live stream or do anything with a GoPro on a smartphone. So the first thing to do here is switch over to my desk camera. This is my LG G7. I'm going to show you that I have location turned on, I have Wi-Fi turned on, and I have Bluetooth turned on, because those are the three things that the GoPro app is going to want me to have on in order to live stream. And I'm also going to turn my GoPro on. This is same top case. I like this thing. It's pretty rugged, and it also has a cold shoe mount on the top for the MK600 I like to have in my bike. So let's take a look and get this into the video mode. Alright, so we do this. I'm going to go to Preferences. I'm going to go to Connect. I'm going to go to Connect Device. So then on the phone, I'm going to open up the GoPro app. The GoPro app is opening. So now I'm going to click here, and I'm going to click on my GoPro. Oh, we click here, GoPro app, to connect GoPro app. Now, what you may be observing here is totally normal. This is absolutely normal that it just spins like this for about 90 seconds. It doesn't just tell you that I can't connect to the GoPro or there's an error. No, it couldn't do that because that would actually be a nice thing to do. It gives you hope for 90 seconds and wastes your time with no button to cancel. So it says make sure Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are on to continue. That's the error that it gives. So let's just take a look in the GoPro itself. If I go back, you'll see wireless connections are on, and as you can see on the phone as well, Wi-Fi is on and Bluetooth are on. So let's just see if I can connect directly to the GoPro here. So I click, even though I'm clicking on the GoPro in the Bluetooth menu, it doesn't do anything. So I am going to try Wi-Fi. What happens if I connect to the GoPro Wi-Fi directly? So I'm going to connect to the GoPro Wi-Fi directly. This is one of those things where since I've set this network up before, I would kind of expect the app to be able to allow me to leave the Wi-Fi I was connected to and then connect to the GoPro, but again, it's not that smart. So now we click again and see if it's able to find my camera. I'm going to go back to connect, and here we are. So check it out. So we finally got ourselves in. It's standard buggy GoPro fare, awful user experience. This is the type of software that I can only imagine is coded by people like Paul Daniels. Now, the next part of mobile live streaming is going to be the mobile internet part, where you are going to use your phone to then stream off to YouTube. So one thing you may notice here is it says you are no longer connected to your camera's Bluetooth network. Check the camera and check the Bluetooth settings in your camera and device. I repeat, you are no longer connected to the camera's Bluetooth network. Check the Bluetooth settings in your camera and device. So connections randomly being lost for no apparent reason. This is a common, it's not a bug, it's a feature of the GoPro. You're going to see random disconnects all the time, whether you're using a $200 Moto G, $300, a few generations old Samsung S9, or even an LG G7. Whether you're at flagship or cheap level, it's always going to be the same experience. Now, it says I lost the connection over there, so we're just going to try this again. So I'm going to go to the GoPro, and even though I've just started up this GoPro, I'm going to go and reset the wireless connections as I have many times before and see if we can get it to work. Now, after I hit reset wireless settings, I'm also going to hit the plus in the GoPro app to search for a camera. I'm not going to use the old profile that I already had. I'm going to go through the process from scratch. So I hit reset connections on this. I'm going to go connections, connect device, GoPro app. Okay, I click Hero 7. Is this the first time you tried to connect your GoPro to the app? Let's just say yes, it is. Turn on your Hero, tap ready. I'm in the Connect to GoPro app over here. It says connection successful. So it looks like it's connected properly. It claims it's connected, although the GoPro app itself still says connecting for a good 10 seconds after the GoPro says it's connected. So another integral part of the GoPro experience is nonstop lag in every step of the way. So now we're going to go back over to live stream. We're going to go to Setup Live. Now it's going to say searching for a network. I'm going to check save a copy to my SD card because I wanted to save a copy, a high resolution copy to my SD card. Now remember, when we're looking at Wi-Fi networks here, I'm not just going to want to stream over Wi-Fi. A GoPro is not, this is not the type of device that you're going to be using when you're around a lot of Wi-Fi networks. This is something you're using when you're going underwater, when you're at the top of a mountain, when you're racing your dirt bike off-road. This is not a place where I expect there to be, you know, city-funded Wi-Fi or my home network. We're going to be using the tethering on the phone. Most people are going to be using the tethering on the phone. So we're going to see how that works out. So I go over to Desk, and I hit turn on my personal hotspot. I go tethering and hotspot. I turn on the hotspot on the phone. I go back, back. I hit back again. And let's see if the GoPro is going to allow me to connect to my personal hotspot. Okay, so this is very rare, and this is also something that I find interesting. So check this out. If I'm in an area that has a lot of Wi-Fi networks, it will list my mobile hotspot. However, if I'm in the park or if I'm in the middle of the road and I'm trying to start a live stream from scratch, it will never ever see the mobile hotspot. It almost seems that in order for it to see the mobile hotspot, it has to actually see other Wi-Fi networks that are within close proximity to it as well. That's the best thing I've been able to narrow it down to, because the app always works for mobile live streaming in my apartment. But if I then go to the park that's several blocks from my apartment, it never works. And it's too much to be a coincidence. Now, let's go over here and click on my Wi-Fi network. Now it's going to ask me for the password to this network, even though I have entered the password every single time I have ever used this Wi-Fi network with the GoPro, because you can't expect the GoPro to actually do things like remember a network or remember the password to a network that you connect to every single day. That's just not possible. That's asking far too much. So we click here to set up live stream. This is actually one of the faster times this is it worked. Have not gotten it to go live this quickly ever. It typically takes far more time than this. So we only had 2 disconnects while we were doing this, and 2 disconnects, that's a fucking record. Like, that's a genuine fucking record that I would not expect. So let's see if it shows up on YouTube now. So now we are live streaming from the GoPro, and I was going to live stream me fixing my Bafang because my Bafang died. I wasn't able to live stream the first part of fixing my Bafang because when I went through this process, the GoPro disconnected itself 4 times. So I said, fuck it, and I just went to do my Bafang. I was hoping that I could use this as an opportunity to show you just how bad and awful this feature is, in the hopes that they eventually hire some real programmers and stop, you know, cutting corners with programmers that'll allow themselves to be paid in dingoes and koalas like Paul. But all right, so we go over here onto the Android phone, and it says live stream offline. Okay, that's interesting. It's also interesting that I cannot, like, it says live stream offline. Okay, let me try putting it down, and all right, we go in the window, I click live chat, all messages. Now, one thing I'm curious is, it says it's live streaming, but the question is it actually live streaming? And that's very, so I'm going to use the fact that I'm in front of a computer right now to help me out and see if it is actually live streaming, because there are times where it claims to be live streaming but is not. And so I'm going to check it from my computer. Let me just open up my GoPro channel on my desktop PC. Go, desktop PC, go. Oh no, YouTube sent me to this garbage, and they sent me to this garbage beta YouTube Studio. It's so awful. The search box at the top won't even show you other stuff. So let me just close that. And okay, Lewis Rossman GoPro. Okay, we're gonna see if this works or if this is offline. All right, so no, never allow YouTube to send me notifications. So if we go onto the, yeah, so check this out. Huh. I are in the wrong place. All right, so if we go over to the GoPro footage channel, this is the Lewis Rossman GoPro footage channel. One thing that you may notice is that there is no live stream. When I click on the channel, there is no live stream. There is nothing here. So there's no live stream going on. However, the GoPro says that it's live, and the GoPro software here claims to be live. Now it says reconnecting. And also Verizon sending me a message that I have a very small amount of my hotspot balance available. Great. So I'm going to be limited in my bang videos soon. So now it reconnected, and let's see if it shows up on the desktop. It's still not showing a mobile live stream. And there's a very important reason that I'm doing this video. It's because a lot of people are going to say, you're using the software wrong, you must be screwing it up, you're an idiot. And you know what? I am an idiot. But let's face it, if I'm an idiot, how many of GoPro's customer, if like that's where we're putting the, if that's where we're setting the standard that I'm an idiot, okay, I accept that I'm an idiot. How many of the people that actually buy this product are going to be an idiot by those standards when it comes to trying to set this up and get the phone tethered to the YouTube, tethered to the GoPro and all that stuff? This is an awful, god-awful experience. And this is something where if you actually take this with you and you intend to live stream with other people, God help you. You're going to be sitting in the corner for 45 minutes while all your friends are going snowboarding, while all your friends are going skiing, while all your friends are diving and going off-road and climbing mountains and doing cool shit, while you're sitting there fucking with a device that on its 7th implementation cannot even get the basics of connecting to a phone right. This is not the GoPro 1. This is not the 2. This is not the beta. This is not even the 3. This is the fucking GoPro Hero 7. It's a multi-million-dollar company, and this is the best they can come up with. It's fucking pathetic. This is the best I've actually been able to get it, because keep in mind, there were only 2 disconnects when I was first using the software and trying to get it paired. Now, somebody may say, well, no, Lewis, you don't understand. The software is not going to find it. You need to connect to the Wi-Fi network manually. No, you don't understand. When you go to that menu, it's going to automatically disconnect Bluetooth. And it's like, oh my God, do you hear yourselves defending this horseshit? You would not be defending, like, the only thing worse than somebody defending Apple when it comes to, like, 2011 GPU failures or the butterfly keyboards is somebody who defends this crap. And one of the things that is really, really interesting is somebody said, well, Lewis, you don't understand. This is not designed to be used this way. You're supposed to have a mobile hotspot. You have to carry a mobile hotspot. You don't understand. You need to have the GoPro, and then you need to have a phone, and you have to have a mobile hotspot. You don't understand. You need to be carrying so much shit that you're not even going to be able to wear your hiking pants. You're going to have to wear fucking cargo pants to account for all of the hardware that you have to carry just to get a fucking GoPro to work. So let's try this again. We're going to see how long it takes and just how much effort it takes to get a working live stream, because I am not going to give up so soon. I am, unlike the people who criticize and claim that I'm just trying to make this thing look bad, we are going to get this fucking thing to work, because I want to live stream my Bafang repair video, and I am going to live stream that Bafang repair video if it fucking kills me. So I'm going to hit this button over here. I believe that is the stop recording button. And we are just going to go and try this again. Okay. So let's check it out. So I hit done. Now I'm going to click on the GoPro, because that was the GoPro that I was just connected to, right? and let's see how it connects. And also, I'm going to... I honestly don't know if I need to be on the Connect device GoPro app screen over here, but I'm going to have it on it just for the hell of it. So as you can see, I now am at the GoPro app screen, and this is trying to connect to the very same GoPro as before. Audio's... Somebody is saying there's no audio sync. I'm talking into a desk. There's no... Hi, obsolete professor. How's this for audio sync? Like, really? Like, really? Are we being that pedantic here? Okay, but back to the actual topic. Back to the shit that actually matters. So, this is still trying to connect to the GoPro. Look at this. It doesn't just try to connect and say no GoPro there. It decides, like, I'm just going to waste 90 seconds of your day right now. Like, Paul Daniels could code better software in the time that it takes to connect the GoPro to the phone. We're in the Connect GoPro part of the GoPro app over here. Man, this is a lot of work to get a working screen. Also notice we don't have a cancel button here. So even though you and I both know this is never going to connect, you know this is never going to connect. I know this is never going to connect. The software knows it's not going to connect, but it's not going to give me shit I can do about it. You just got to sit there for the whole 90 seconds. Okay, so it says something went wrong. Make sure Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are on to continue. So let's scroll down. So as you can see, it did turn off Wi-Fi in order to do the mobile live streaming. Well, here's what I find interesting. The app doesn't automatically try to turn Wi-Fi on again once you're done with mobile live streaming. So let's say I finish a mobile live stream. I'm done with that mobile live stream, or that mobile live stream failed. Now I have to reconfigure the device in order to set up my next stream. Like, I just can't hit a button and then set up my next stream. No, I have to not only reconnect to the device, but reconfigure my device so that I can be configured to connect to the device before setting up the next mobile live stream. This is not the shit that people want to have going through their heads while they are, again, at the beach or climbing a mountain or diving. You know, the average everyday individual is not taking an IT manager with them on their GoPro adventures. But let's just humor this right here. So we're going to reattach to Wi-Fi and see what we get. So I've turned Wi-Fi back on. I'm going to hit try again, and let's see if it manages to find anything here. Again, in the time that it's going to take for this to find the GoPro, Teresa could swim here from Dingo Land and pick up her flux and save $15 on shipping. Okay, something went wrong. Make sure Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are on again to continue. Okay, so let's just go down this rabbit hole a little more. So when I go to Wi-Fi, it actually says that it is connected to the GoPro network. So if you take a look here, you'll see that it is connected to the GoPro network. Now let's check Bluetooth, just because it may be throwing a shit fit because Bluetooth isn't on. So now as you can see, there's a GoPro in available devices, and there's also a GoPro in paired devices. And what I find very interesting here is that both of those are the same number GoPro, GoPro 1272. So just for the hell of it, I'm going to unpair this GoPro. Now I have two GoPros down here. I refresh it, and now I only have one GoPro back down there. I'm going to pair to that GoPro, and I'm going to go back here. I'm going to make sure that Wi-Fi is on, and I'm also going to make sure that while Wi-Fi is on, it's connected to the GoPro network. Okay, so right now, I am connected to the GoPro network via Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I have manually done that. And now I'm going to click on the little GoPro icon and see if it connects. All right, so now it's finally connected, and I'm going to scroll over. I'm going to hit Setup Live. Okay, so now it's saying searching for networks again. And we're going to type in the title of my stream, which is going to be Bafang Repair. Okay, check this out. It says connect to P. Vandersteen. Would you like to connect to P. Vandersteen? If this is your hotspot, it will use your data plan. P. Vandersteen is the hotspot that I just set up. However, it's interesting that it's asking me if I want to connect to that network because I haven't turned my mobile hotspot back on yet. So, is the device smart enough that it's automatically going to turn on my mobile hotspot? Or when I hit OK, is it going to freeze as it tries to connect to a hotspot that doesn't exist? One way to find out. So I'm going to go back to the desk camera. And as you can see, when I do this, you'll notice that the mobile hotspot icon is grayed out, but the Wi-Fi icon is on. So the mobile hotspot feature is actually not running right now. So when I hit OK, if to connect to that hotspot, I am genuinely curious what it's going to do. Is it actually going to be smart enough to turn on the hotspot feature in the phone and then automatically connect to it because I've just given it my password? Or is it going to sit here for 90 seconds, expecting me to just twiddle my dick as it buggily fails? Now, as you can see, right over here, one thing you'll notice is that the mobile hotspot icon is still grayed out. It is not on. It says we couldn't connect your camera to this network. So I'm going to try again. And as you can see, it's going to try again. But let's see if I have to do it manually. Let's just see what happens if I turn this on manually. So I'm going to turn the mobile hotspot on manually and see if it's able to connect to that network. Now, I see some criticism here, which is that the Android app may not have the permissions to control all the settings. A, it can ask for those permissions if it wants. But B, let's say it doesn't have permissions. It has no permissions to control the settings. Okay, fine, that's cool. I turned it on myself. See that? This is me turning on my mobile hotspot myself. This mobile hotspot is on and it's enabled. Let's see if this application is able to connect to that mobile hotspot that I have already given it a password to and I already clicked OK when it asked if I'd like to connect to it. Let's see if it's able to do that. Because I get it. We have a lot of Stockholm Syndrome people that watch my channel. There's a lot of people that will defend everything Apple does wrong to the very death. Again, there's people like me that like Lenovo, but will say that the T440p trackpad was bullshit, that Superfish was bullshit. And then there's people that just will slob on Lenovo's knob all day because they cannot admit for the life of them that a company that makes one device they like might have just done something wrong. Let's continue with this. So we're about 23 minutes into the stream, and I still do not have a setup for a working live stream yet. But let's see how long it's going to take. So as you can see, it's still attempting to connect to the mobile hotspot. And do keep in mind that this wasn't even me choosing it. This was the phone asking me. The phone asked me. The GoPro app asked me, would you like to connect to this mobile hotspot? And then I said yes. Now I'm going to anticipate the next criticism, which is most likely that your mobile hotspot on your device is failing. So, because I know that there's going to be a GoPro dick rider that claims that I am rigging this and that hotspot doesn't work. So I am going to find a machine in the office that I can use to connect to my mobile phone's Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay, this is just hilarious at this point. It's not even giving an error yet. Look at this. Oh my God, this is awful. So I got up. It's about a minute or two later. I looked for a laptop. I found a laptop. I've got a machine here that I would like to boot from just to show that the mobile hotspot works. And I'm pretty sure that I'm actually going to be able to connect to my mobile hotspot with a computer that I just freshly booted up that I actually had to go and find faster than this GoPro app will connect to the network that's on the phone that I'm using. Let's see. An A1278 MacBook is booting up faster than this. Okay. So we're going to check this out and see what I get here. So I am going to check out my Wi-Fi networks. Okay, as you can see, P. Vandersteen is showing up as a Wi-Fi network. So I'm going to click this network over here, and all right. Okay, I'm going to type in the password. It's Mr. Clinton, very secure. It's named after my kitty cat. We hit join. Okay, I'm on the MacBook, and then I'm going to try going to some websites using my mobile, using the tethered internet. Let's try something like fast.com. Okay, I'm getting 18 megabit per second. And let's also try loading GoPro's website. So let's type GoPro live streaming. Okay, so this network does work. The network that is being run off my phone is just fine, because some of the last time I discussed the GoPro, there were a lot of people saying, your mobile hotspot on your phone sucks. Your phone sucks. Because it's not like I use this phone to manage my YouTube channel, make affiliate links, answer fresh chat, live chats on the company website, answer fresh desk tickets, make orders, pay vendors domestically and in China, to keep track of inventory, manage, deal with QuickBooks. It's not like I use this phone for all those things on a regular basis with no problem, but only have a problem with this one half-baked garbage app. All right, so now it still says connecting to network P. Vandersteen. This is a fucking joke at this point. So we're just going to go back. It's clear that that shit doesn't work at all. And as soon as you hit back, it's going to say reconnecting, attempting to reconnect to the GoPro. Again, you cannot expect that anything in the GoPro land actually stay connected ever for longer than 3 to 5 minutes, or 3 to 5 seconds. At least here we do get a cancel button. So it's clear that this is not going to reconnect. So we're just going to try from scratch. Now we know that we need to have the Wi-Fi on and attached to the GoPro network, and that we also have to be connected via Bluetooth. So it looks like we are connected via Bluetooth. I am going to check this out and turn on Wi-Fi, attach to the GoPro. All right. Go back to the GoPro menu, hit the GoPro, and let's see if it attaches. Now, I'm also going to go over here to, oh, here we go. Now, okay, it looks, and it works. And as you can see, the motion is moving. There's a very, very small bit of delay, but we actually made it somewhere. And notice I didn't have to go to the connections, attach GoPro app thing. So we go set up live. So now we got a second chance to make this work. So I'm going to type in Bafang repair over here. Bafang. Connection lost. You are no longer connected to your camera's Bluetooth network. Check the Bluetooth settings in your camera and device. I'm sorry. Did I move the camera too far away from the device? But this is just something you're going to have to expect and learn to deal with. And this is not something that only happens because of where I am at the moment. This happens all the time. And it happens in a park, it happens in my apartment, it happens at the store. Now, we go pair devices, you'll see that it says GoPro 1272. So we are actually connected via Bluetooth right now. That is just the app being on some bullshit. So we're just going to try that again. I'm going to go to connections. Wireless connections are on. Go connect device, GoPro app. We're going to go back over, hit setup live. Now, usually setup live loads instantly. Whenever it does this thing where you hit setup live and it just permanently spins, the app is most likely dead, and Okay, here we go. So it just gave us an exclamation point, but never actually went into the live menu. So watch what happens. I'm going to try it again. I hit setup live, and what you may notice is that it just spins permanently. Now, why is it spinning permanently? What is the error code? Is it that the device, here's the 50% of the profit I used using your videos to fix one of your MacBooks. Keep the good work. Love you, bro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you and probably far more than I deserve for doing nothing but screaming about GoPro at 12 in the morning. 1 in the morning. Now, it doesn't give you an error code. It doesn't say device error. It doesn't say app error. It doesn't say even, like, give me anything. Give me object reference not set to instance of an object. Give me even the most Fiverr.com, this program got designed for $20 error codes. I'll accept even that. It gives you nothing. So we're going to, and as you can see, it is connected because when I move this around, you can see that the phone is reacting to where I move the camera in real time. So there is some sort of connection that is working here, but the setup live button doesn't work. Okay, so at this point, this is just too fucking painful. I'm going to force stop the app and try this from scratch. At this point, you may be saying reboot your phone, restart your phone. I've been doing this every night for the past like 3 weeks that I got a GoPro 7. I've rebooted my phone. I've turned it on and off again. I've turned the GoPro on and off again. And if you tell me to do that again, I'll turn you on and off again. Come at me, bro. All right, so we're going to click on the GoPro and see if it connects. This is a ritual that I go through. I like to have a Bafang stream of riding the bike before work and after work every single day. And a lot of the times I only have a stream going home, and that's also once every 3 days, because this is the litany that this is the routine that I go through in order to live stream from this garbage piece of shit that 7th fucking generation in works worse than software that you spend $5 getting developed at Fiverr.com. All right, so now we're back to the something went wrong, make sure Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are on again, blah, blah. Now, one thing I've noticed is that you can get around that by hitting the plus and reconnecting. Rather than hitting the GoPro icon and reconnect, hit the plus and reconnect. You'll find often that if you do that, you get further. So let's see what happens if I do that. Again, we do have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connected here. Now, look, it did find my GoPro, and it was able to connect to my GoPro using that button. So one thing you may notice with this GoPro software is that the GoPro button won't work, but the plus will. When you're supposed to use the plus button versus when you're supposed to use the GoPro button, God only knows. I have no idea. Maybe that's in the manual that I should read. That, like, you know, when you're on a minute of the hour that ends in an even number, you hit the GoPro button. When you're on a minute that ends in an odd number within the hour, you hit the plus button. Anything's possible here. So we hit let's go. It says my GoPro is connected and ready, but at the same time that it says it's connected and ready, it also says connection lost. You're no longer connected to your camera's Wi-Fi network. Check the Wi-Fi settings in your camera and device. All right, let's see what's going on with that. So we checked the Wi-Fi settings, and it actually said it was connected to the GoPro. However, it then disconnected from the GoPro and then reconnected to the GoPro wireless network as soon as I clicked onto the Wi-Fi menu, but I digress. Okay, so it seems like we're connected now, right? Because I can move this around, I can go forward, I can do this. You are able to see what's going on around me, and granted, it is lagging. It is kind of, you know, messing up every now and then, but this is a GoPro. We can't expect it to be that amazing here. Now, when I hit Setup Live, it says turn on Bluetooth to stream live. Remove your Hero 7 Black from the camera screen, connect to your camera again, enabling Bluetooth, then set up your live streaming again. So let's just take a look and see if we are connected via Bluetooth here, or if that's gone away. So it looks like GoPro 1272 is actually in my list of connected devices. It is not down here, it is up here. So it is connected via Bluetooth. It simply cannot tell that it's connected via Bluetooth. It says remove your Hero 7 Black from the camera screen, connect to your camera again, enabling Bluetooth. Then set up your live stream again. So remove my GoPro 7 Black from the camera screen. What? Maybe it wants me to hit a button or something? What do you mean remove from the camera screen? Go to preferences. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I think what they mean is they want me to go to preferences. I'm going to guess connections, connect device, GoPro app, because this error message is vague as shit, other than telling me that this piece of crap app doesn't see that the Bluetooth is enabled, even when it is. So we go back. We hit go back, we click over here, see if it'll attach to the GoPro, and it does attach to the GoPro. So now we go set up live, see if it'll allow us to set up live, and we try once again, save high-res copy to SD card. I'm going to name the stream Bafang Repair. Now, even if you intend to use the phone's internal network, it's still going to take forever to find Wi-Fi networks in the area. Unlike a device that takes maybe 5 to 10 seconds to find the Wi-Fi devices in the area, the GoPro 7 Black will take 30 to 50 seconds to find the Wi-Fi devices in the area, or as you saw earlier, maybe just an indefinite amount of time. So we're going to click on select a Wi-Fi network, and then we're going to try to enable the hotspot again. We're going to turn on hotspot again, and then see if that will allow it to work. I had to turn off the hotspot before because you had to be connected to the Wi-Fi in order to connect to the GoPro, and you cannot have Wi-Fi and mobile hotspot on at the same time, to my knowledge. You could have to correct me there, but that's how it seems to work. So we're going to hit back again. Now it's going to search for the network, and with any luck, we are 36 minutes and 12 seconds into the stream. After 36 minutes and 12 seconds, maybe it'll give us a working live stream. It now says select a Wi-Fi network, and as you can see, the P. Vandersteen network, which is the network that is, this is the mobile hotspot shows up. I'm going to click onto that, and I am going to pray to the spaghetti monster that this decides to just fucking live stream, because I'm really running out of patience at this point. Okay, so it did that. Now we go set up live stream. Okay, here we go. It says go live. I'm going to hit the go live button. All right, it says preview not available. I can view it on YouTube though. So let's see if we are at the point of live streaming. I am going to refresh my channel window and see if it's actually live streaming something right now, or if it's just confused. Because maybe it's just confused. Okay, I'm going to go view on YouTube. Okay. Now we have viewers. It says 2 viewers, and there's people showing up in the live chat that are speaking. Now, that live stream is not showing up in my channel page, but to be fair, that is not GoPro's problem in any way, shape, or form. That is 110% YouTube's problem, not GoPro's problem. But so I'm just going to try and, let's see, I'm going to log into my back end of this specific YouTube channel. And let's see if that works. So we are 38 minutes into the stream at this point. It took 38 minutes to get a working live stream. Okay, I actually forgot the password to that damn account, so I'm not going to be able to. Kind of curious if it'll show up in incognito mode. Okay, what is the title of this live stream? So I can at least try searching for it. Lewis, Rossman, GoPro, footage, Bafang. Here we go. So as you can see, I am now able to confirm that this live stream is working. It has 2 thumbs down and 3 thumbs up. That's because I guess the subscribers to this new channel are kind of douchebags. They're thumbing things down before I've even had a chance to leave my table. But such is life. Enjoy the world of YouTube content creation. And you may think that I sound salty. You may think that I sound mad. And perhaps I am a little salty because on this flagship action cam, this thing, there are so many GoPro knockoffs that are cheaper than this. On the flagship device, using the first-party software, running all updates, following all instructions, in order to get a working live stream, it took me 38 fucking minutes. That is a pathetic pile of crap, buggy joke. This is not the GoPro 1, the beta, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, or the 6. This is the 7th generation. 7 generations in. This is how pathetic the software is. I used to wonder because it seemed like the GoPro was able to produce videos of an interesting quality. I thought, maybe they shouldn't be going bankrupt. They shouldn't be losing money. But if you actually get acquainted with the device and you start using it, you'll realize that they should be losing a lot more money than they do, because this firmware, this software, whatever OS this camera runs, whatever this is all software that probably got coded on Fiverr.com for $5. Lower in quality than even what you get from Paul Daniels after he killed Chlordite and tossed him in the ocean because he was jealous that he was able to code better software. Just kidding, Paul. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. I am going to continue this live stream on my GoPro channel, if you'd like to watch, on the Louis Rossman GoPro footage channel, where I am going to be fixing my Bafang, which Ike melted again. And with that, as always, I hope you learned something.